Hey everyone, welcome to our next episode of our show. And today we're going to talk about E3. And I have a special guest with us. Go ahead and tell him your username, brother.
Hi guys, it's Django296 here, creator of Django296 Gaming, do gameplay videos on the 3DS, sometimes Wii U. Anyways, welcome to a pretty cool channel.
We are going to talk about E3. And by the way, if you get a chance to check out his channel, give him a sub too. He's got some really awesome stuff. But what do you think about, we were talking just a little while ago, we were talking about E3's list from yesterday, and I'm going to tell you what, they've got some really awesome things on that list. Some of them are accurate, you know, like the Super Smash Bros. 3DS. When do you think they might have a date for it?
Well, I went to GameStop, but they told me the wrong date for the Wii U one, which they said something about December 7th for the Wii U. But I think, and then like at school, my friends told me that Smash Bros. For the 3DS might come out for like sometime in September. So it has to come out sometime in September or sometime in the summer for the 3DS, and well, like they said, winter for the Wii U.
Well, the 3DS one will come out in the summer, so I'm going to guess maybe in July. I think they'll announce it on Tuesday when the exact date is. If they say July, I'm getting it. Because see, I haven't even...
July, I will probably break down and cry, because that's extremely early.
Well, see, I was going to get Mario Kart 8, but I haven't had a chance to get it yet. I have ended up getting Watch Dogs, and yeah, it's a pretty fun game.
Nice.
But I really want to get Mario Kart at some point. I've been told it's really a fun game.
Yeah.
Now, I did try it out last year at the Best Buy thing, and that was pretty cool. But I think they'll announce Smash Brothers in July, or you know what? They may even surprise us and announce it this month.
That would be pretty cool too, which I doubt, but it's possible.
Well, you know, if they announce it in, cause you know Nintendo, they're I don't know. I could be wrong. They may wait until August, you know, but that's kind of late for summer, you know, and.
Yeah.
With Mario Kart just coming out, a lot of people, it may take too much from the Wii U and focus back on the 3DS, and that's something they shouldn't do at this point. You know, they're trying to get Wii U back up on its feet.
Yeah, but like I said to you earlier, they really need to commercial the Wii U better, and they really need to make games that they haven't thought about in a while.
Now, I will admit the E3s when the last one, the first few ones that they had in January and February, you know, were a disaster, disappointing in every way. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I was so disgusted. Basically, they've gone downhill since the E3 last year. But then, a few weeks when they announced the, let's see, which one was it? It was the Super Smash Bros. Ones, I think, was the first one. When they announced that one, that's when they started going back to cool again, you know? They had that one, then they had the one with Reggie with his beams coming out of eyes. That was just like, that was priceless. I mean,
Yeah.
now they're finally getting back to where the Nintendo that I remember.
Oh yeah. Too bad that I was born late after that, which sucks.
Then you're a young guy then, huh? Dang.
Yeah, I was born into like the late N64 era.
Yeah, I've got you beat then. I've been gaming since the very beginning. I actually own the Atari, if that tells you how old I am. Woo!
I actually found it. Atari.
Well, the Atari, you know, back then, my favorite game was Pitfall. Now, when you got today's generation playing it, they'll probably laugh at it.
Nope, I played Pitfall, I love it, but my favorite Atari game has to be Quest, the Cube.
Oh, yes. Or Cubert was another one that was really awesome.
I really played Cubert, though.
What's funny is I actually own a couple copies of E.T.
I actually found an ET copy.
That thing's probably worth money now. They say it was voted the worst video game ever made.
Yeah, but I actually looked it up online. It's only worth like penny, I think.
Well, it depends on. I don't know. It could change in a few years.
Yeah.
But E3 is going to be exciting. I'm hoping that they're not going to have a foul up like last year, where you had a hard time getting to watch the video. Last year,
it was horrible.
I had to wait till later on during the day to actually get to watch it.
Really?
Yeah, because the wave of people that were watching it at that time was so many that you couldn't even get through.
Wow.
And there were many people that were talking about having the same problem. I thought it was my internet, but it wasn't. It was in fact they didn't expect that many people to flood the streamer, and it knocked down the streamline.
Yeah.
But last year's E3 was a total disappointment. There wasn't anything worth. It was a waste of time.
It was only one day as well, and they're supposed to do 3 days, not just one.
Well, actually, this year is going to be one day too.
Oh god.
Now that's just for the presentation. They'll actually be there through the entire thing, but they're going to have like things for people at the E3 itself.
Yeah, like they usually do. Those what do call this?
Well, I was gonna do the E3, the EA, the Best Buy thing this year, but the nearest one is about 70 miles away.
Wow.
See, last year it was not too far from my house, but they switched it up, so now it's like 70 miles away to the nearest one. I said, I'm not driving all the way up there just to play one game.
I probably wouldn't be able to make it because my school's still going through E3, which sucks.
Well, the only game they're going to have anyways is Super Smash Brothers. That's it.
I want to go there for Smash Bros. And the coin thing that they have.
Well, another thing I don't know if you knew about was the Mario Maker that's coming on 3DS. Rumor has it.
Now, what is that supposed to be, anyways?
From what I understand, from what the rumor said, was that you build your own Mario levels from the very first Super Mario Bros. Game on the NES. And then you have your friends challenge them.
Now, if they put it at the right price, that would be pretty cool.
You know how Nintendo is on their pricing.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be cheap.
Sometimes. Yeah.
But, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. I'm really hoping for a new Metroid game.
If they don't put a Metroid game, I'll be... Well, I was disgusted last year when they announced that Donkey Kong game. I said I could care less about that. I want my Metroid.
Yeah. What about those games that you mentioned again? What were the names? Rumored ones?
Oh, the other games? Let me look it up and I'll tell you what games there are on that list again.
Was it Rise of Mother Brain for the Wii?
Oh, yeah.
And
That was one of them was they didn't give a title for the 3DS version, but it's supposed to be a sequel to Super Metroid. And then the Wii U one was supposed to, from what I understand, it was called Metroid: Rise of Mother Brain. So I hope so. That would be, you never believe a rumor unless you actually see it from Nintendo. But this list that I got looked pretty accurate, so. We can only hope, that's all,
Yeah, and like I said to you earlier before the video, Virtual Studios did say that they're developing a new game, so everybody just needs to hope that it's just a Metroid game. If you're a fan of Metroid, just hope that it's Metroid.
I'll tell you what disappointed me was the fact that, see, I didn't like Super Mario Sunshine. That was not my favorite Mario game. And so they're supposed to re-release it in high definition. So
I'm not that big of a fan of Super Mario Sunshine, but I do like the game. But if they do release it as an HD version, I'll probably buy it.
It was not my kind of game, Now, Yarn Yoshi, I'm definitely interested in that one.
I haven't spoken about that for 2 years?
Yeah.
Maybe?
That's right, and now they're finally supposed to announce it. And then you got Mario Party 10, which I hope that's true because I would buy that in a heartbeat.
I'm
Man.
kind of hoping for a Mario Kart game, which I know there's already been a Mario Kart game. This is kind of, I guess, random maybe. But I'm hoping for a Mario Kart game that has like all the tracks from all games into just one game.
Well, that'd probably be only a dream. Now,
Yeah.
one thing that I definitely am, I kind of, I got that Tamachi Life. In a way, now I wish I had gotten Mario Party for the 3DS instead. I think I would have had more fun with it. But, granted, the game that Tamachi Life is a fun game. I will give it that, but it's very repetitive. That's the only problem I have with it.
Yeah, it kind of stinks that you can't really kind of take more control over your Mii, kind of.
I know, but I really enjoy my Animal Crossing, man. And that's another game that's supposed to be announced at E3 this year. Is Animal Crossing Wii U.
New Animal Crossing game?
Yeah, that's another game that they talked about, rumored. And if they do, it would make sense. And I'll tell you what, I will buy that game in a heartbeat as well.
Oh yeah.
The big game though, they're going to finally show footage is the Legend of Zelda game, U. Now,
Maybe that could be possibly a remake, or maybe.
no, the new Legend of Zelda game is a brand new game.
Yeah, because I remember them saying that the new Legend of Zelda game is going to be a remake.
But they said this is going to be called Unbound King. And then you have the Hyrule Warriors, which they'll announce a
Looks
date.
amazing.
That one will be mine. This Pokken Fighter Tournament, which is basically Pokemon Fighter, where you're fighting each other.
Yeah.
I'm not really a big Pokemon fan, but I might be interested in trying that one since you're actually fighting.
Yeah.
Then you have Bayonetta 2, which I'm ready for them to release the game.
I actually saw a release date on Amazon that said, I think it was December 17th.
Why are they waiting till the... That's the only problem I have with Nintendo. They wait all this... I want to know where the games are. That's what I want, Nintendo,
Yeah.
And we know why Iwata's not really coming. We know the reason.
Yeah.
But, there's just really nothing else. I mean, that's really about all the information I have, really, for the, except for this other game they call Nintendo U, but I don't know what that is.
Probably something like Nintendo Land again.
Well, we just have to wait and see. Also, they're not showing anything with, what was that other game? Oh, these are just games that they're showing at the booths. This isn't the full list of games that they're announcing at E3.
Did you say something about a Fire Emblem game?
Yes, Shin Magnami Tennessee X Fire Emblem. I've never even played
Either
it.
way, wait, you never played a Fire Emblem game?
No, I'm not into those type of RPGs.
Oh, dude, you're missing out on Fire Emblem Awakening, man.
Well, see, if it's like Final Fantasy, I'm not into those type of games. I don't like those type of RPG games. I've tried playing them, but it's just not my thing.
Yeah, but I don't think that Final Fantasy, I can't talk that. I don't think Final Fantasy falls under the same category as Fire Emblem.
Now
For
there is an exception to the rule, and that was Paper Mario. I enjoy Paper Mario. Woo!
Wait, there's another Paper Mario game as well?
Yeah, it was on 3DS. Paper Mario Sticker Star was the last one I played, and that's the same type of RPG that Fire Emblem is. Where you select certain items and then you just Satistra. I can't even remember what they call it, but those type of RPGs I'm just not very big in. I like hack and slash RPGs and stuff.
I actually played Mario Sticker Star. It's a really fun game.
I beat it. It was a fun game.
Yeah.
Now, another rumor that I hear from Legend of Zelda, that it will be bigger than Skyrim.
open world Legend of Zelda?
That's from what I understand. Yeah,
Oh.
it would not
It sounds
surprise
really,
me.
It sounds really cool, but for some reason I don't know how that would work.
Well,
Everything
remember
was
they
always kind of open world.
did that for Wind Waker, and they were able to achieve it with that's an open world, and that's similar the way that they're going with Legend of Zelda. They're gonna it's gonna be an open world, but it won't be like Skyrim, you know, where you just random, you know. There'll be like side quests and stuff like that, but it's gonna be large. The map, the world's gonna one dungeon alone. All right, the forest dungeon. The first one of the dungeons is larger than the field of Hyrule in I can't remember the name of it now. Ocarina of Time. It's about the size of the field in Ocarina of Time.
Well, I mean, it could work because if you think about it, Legend of Zelda has always been kind of an open world game, like most of the games. Think about it.
Now, a game I'm working on a game myself right now on Minecraft. I'm building my own Zelda game,
Nice.
and it's gonna be pretty cool. I even have some DLC that I'm working on too for it.
Me and my friend are gonna end up building a Kanto with the regions in Minecraft.
Oh, I forgot there is one more Zelda game that I hear they're going to announce for the Wii U. Majora's Mask.
What?
A reboot.
Are you serious?
That's what I heard. That's the rumor.
Oh, please let that be true. Oh.
I've never played it. That was one of the only Zelda games I've ever played.
It is to me, it is the best Zelda game ever made. I don't know why, but I just love it.
Well, it didn't look like it would be something I would probably enjoy, but now that they're possibly going to re-release it and everything, I may consider playing it. But I was in college at the time, so I didn't have a Nintendo 64. I ended up having PlayStation instead at the time.
They actually have a, if you don't want the N64 controller, they actually have the collector's edition that you can get for GameCube.
Well, did you hear they're going to be announcing a new GameCube controller also at E3?
Yeah, when I saw that on Twitter, I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a fake until I saw the videos, and then I was flipping out because I was like my friend who cannot win against me in Smash Brothers at all. I was like, you're going to probably end up beating the crap out of me because I don't have a GameCube controller. And then all of a sudden, I go home, check the internet, that thing pops up.
Well, I was really good at Super Smash Brothers myself. I've never been beaten. In fact, I beat a guy from Japan. And that's
Oh, man.
and he was one of the best. It was the first time I ever played a Super Smash Brothers game. Was on the GameCube. Not GameCube, but the Wii. The Wii. And I had the classic controller, and I defeated him.
Nice. I can't, it's like, I swear that people from Japan are better than everybody at video games.
That's because they play video games. That's their daily thing in life. But
I mean, they make video games, which I can understand is probably the reason why, but God, it's just impossible sometimes.
just to be fair, because this channel also has Sony, the PlayStation 4 announcements tomorrow at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, I think, my time. And I have a PlayStation 4, but the only reason I got a PlayStation 4 is for a couple of the games that they were announcing, including Kingdom Hearts 3. I didn't want to miss out on that one.
I'm tied between a PS4 and an Xbox One. I mostly want to go to a PS4 because it just seems a lot better than the Xbox One. But then there's Star Wars Battlefront 3 coming out, and I heard it's only for the Xbox One, so that's where I'm kind of stuck between.
The Xbox, we have an Xbox One in the other room. It's not that as powerful. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't care about specs, I just care about the games.
Well, that's what I tell people too. But my deaf uncle loves the graphical wise of it, and he can tell what the comparison, and that's what he wanted. I really didn't. The only reason I played it is for Dead Rising 3. That was it. You know.
I've never played a Dead Rising game before.
And then I also we got it for Halo when the new Halo comes out. But PlayStation 4 is the better console in my opinion. You know, and you don't have to have. Well, they dropped the camera now, but still, you know, after what Microsoft tried to pull last year, I just said screw them. You know.
I don't trust Microsoft after that either.
And you know, you still had to pay to play online, like PlayStation 4, but at least with PlayStation, you're getting a little bit better quality.
Yeah.
And they're not a Japanese company either. You know, Japanese are a little bit more humble than the Microsoft is, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know what to expect on PlayStation. You know, I expected all these games that they said they were going to release, and then now they've announced them for 2015. I said these are the same people that were bashing Nintendo for not having enough games, and then now they're doing the very same thing.
That's the funny thing. That's always the funniest thing. Sony criticizes another company, it ends up happening to them usually.
Well, the problem too is I don't believe in. I say screw the console wars. I don't do console wars. I think it's stupid. You know, I just want a game. But unfortunately, from time to time, you get a couple of wackos that want to comment and say, "Oh, Microsoft's the only way to go," or this is no joke. You want to hear a comment that I had the other day, brother? I had some guy called me a poo-poo head. Because that I don't do Xbox game reviews, and I said, well, I'm not big on Microsoft, you know. I said mine is the PlayStation 4 Wii U of choice, you know.
Yeah, that's what I sometimes get. Like, I like Nintendo better because I just grew up with it. I mean, I still like Microsoft and Sony and stuff. But, like, the reason why I do most of the Nintendo things, like I just said, is because I grew up with Nintendo.
Well, when every once in a while, I get these wacky comments, and I had one wacko named Luntz or something, and he was bashing me because he called Nintendo a kiddie console, which I said, wait a minute, so Zombie U is considered a kiddie game?
Yeah, apparently.
And so he wrote me back and said, oh yes, Zombie U is a kiddie game. It's not hardcore enough. He said Call of Duty's more hardcore. I said Call of Duty is a rehash over and over again. And granted, Mario can have some stuff it's rehashed, I will admit. They have gotten a little bit too much Mario lately, you know? Don't get me wrong, I love Mario, but I want to see him release some other stuff like Star Fox or some other new stuff that we don't get very often, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what Nintendo really honestly needs to do, to grasp, like, the people they lost. They need to put games out, like you just said, that haven't been released, and like I said before, haven't been released. Wow.
Well, what I like about YouTube that they did make was the fact that if you get somebody really nasty that will bash you, I mean, I could care less if they want to put their opinion, you know, if they disagree or whatever, that's fine, you know, but when you get the name calling and all this stuff, I just say, you know what, I don't have to deal with it. I ban them and remove their comment, that's it. You know, I don't, why put up with that, you know? Now, if they just write, like, on there, like, I disagree and blah, 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 you know, and they say why they disagree, that's fine, I'll leave it, you know, everybody's fair to their opinion, but when you come on there and call me an SOB or say you're going to kill my uncle or something, I just block them, you know? I had somebody do that.
I would say to somebody, I'm going to kill your uncle over a video.
Well, see, he's on one of my videos, and, you know, he can't hear, and so, but he was doing his facial expressions and all that stuff, and he said he was going to kill my uncle and eat him or something, and I was like, okay, goodbye. The lowest I ever had, I had somebody threaten to kill my son.
That's screwed up.
And that was
completely screwed up.
That one I reported him to the authorities, and I reported him to YouTube, and apparently he's been arrested. He's done death threats to a lot of people. Every once in a while,
death threats to, that's messed up. If you're gonna send death threats over videos to multiple people, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, my son is 10 years old and he's deaf. So he wanted to He didn't like the fact that I was doing positive reviews about Nintendo, and so he said he was gonna find my son and kill him.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. It was insane.
Oh god.
You know, it's pitiful. You know, if they want to call I'm 36 years old. I'm not gonna sit there and debate some turkey. You know, I mean, I don't have time for it.
Yeah.
But, anyways, I'm really excited about E3 now. I don't know what your plans are for E3 this year. Are you gonna watch it or?
Well, since I'm gonna be at school, unfortunately, for probably all of E3, I'm just gonna have to sneak in watching videos on my computer at school because I have a free period and I just don't do anything, and it's a CAD class, so I can just watch whatever I want.
What grade are you in?
I'm a freshman in high school.
Man, I remember those days, man.
I feel older than I am.
Well, let's see. You're about my brother's age. I have a young brother who's about your age, so he's into a lot of gaming. He's just started getting into Wii U and stuff. So my son eats it up. He thinks that Wii U is the best console ever made. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on. I if you get a chance, if you don't get to watch it or something, you can always watch it when you get back to the house or whatever, you know.
Yeah, that's
Now,
what I usually do.
Depending on what time zone you're in, you can be sure to check local times because, like, one of my friends is in California, and so his is at 9 o'clock in the morning for the Nintendo one. But
Yeah.
for me, it's 12 o'clock.
3-hour time difference thing, or 2-hour time difference thing.
Depending on where you live, you know, if you're like in the center of the U.S., then it's like 2 hours, I think. I don't know. It gets confusing, you know. But
Yeah.
mine's like 3 hours. But the PlayStation one will be 9 o'clock my time. So if you want to watch it, you would probably be able to watch that one because it'll be after you're done with school and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the Microsoft one is tomorrow at 9 a.m., so you'll miss that one. Possibly.
Probably won't watch it anyways.
Well, it's at 12 o'clock, and depending on what time your time is, theirs is at 9 o'clock. So, you might be able to...
I think it's a 3-hour time difference.
Then you'll probably... If yours is a 3-hour time difference, then yours will be about 12 o'clock. Give or take, you know? I'm not going to watch the Microsoft one. After last year, I just said screw it. If I want to, I'll check out the reviews of what they announced later on, you know? But then maybe I should check it out because now EA is going to do their presentation, but I don't buy any EA. I'm not an EA fan. After what they pulled, first of all, they had a hissy fit with Nintendo because they wanted the rights to Nintendo. Just like when PlayStation tried that, same thing.
They wanted the rights.
Yeah, that's what really happened. They wanted the rights to Nintendo. They wanted the rights to all their characters.
That honestly sounds like a troll thing, but could be true. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean...
No, it's been accurate because my stepdad used to work with Nintendo, and so he knows. And it's true. They wanted the rights to every property. And the same thing happened with Sony. Sony also wanted all rights to their characters.
If Nintendo would give all rights of their franchises to EA, it would be like what Microsoft did with Rareware.
Well, rumor has it,
destroyed.
There's been a rumor that Nintendo secretly bought Rare back.
Oh, okay.
Now,
that is true, which hopefully it is, because in an episode of Game Grumps, if anybody watches that show, Grant Kirkhope went on and said that he and like some of his friends from Rareware, because he was the one who helped do Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong 64, GoldenEye, and a few other games, said if he could get back with his friends or whatever, he would go to Nintendo and say, we could make you a new Banjo-Kazooie game for the Wii U.
I'm gonna tell you what, that was the biggest mistake Nintendo ever made, was selling that company.
I don't think they actually owned it because Microsoft, I don't know if they owned it or not.
No, Nintendo owned it, but they sold it to Microsoft.
They actually owned Rare?
Yeah, Nintendo owned Rare.
I never knew that. Why would they get rid of them?
I have no idea. But, what was it? If they get Rare back, that means we can get Coker's Fur Day back. Oh, I would play Coker's Fur Day in a heartbeat.
I haven't played Conker's Fur Day or Banjo-Kazooie, but I have watched gameplay videos of them.
You're missing out on Coker's Fur Day. That was one of the best games ever made, period. About killer bears. Teddy bears. I mean, it was.
I actually saw some videos of it. It's pretty funny.
Well, man, I'm going to get off here. I've got to get some more stuff done, but that was a really cool. We got up to 31 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't feel like we've been talking for that long.
We'll have to do another video after E3 and talk about it some more. Because I'd like to have your response, you know what I mean? And tell me what you thought of it. But, anyways, it was good talking with you, man.
Thanks for having me on the show, man.
No
Really
problem.
appreciate it.
I'll let you know when we can do another video after the E3.
See you, man. Have a good day.
Alright, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Well, I just wanted to say y'all have a blessed day, and leave me a comment below and let me know what you think, and give me your thoughts on E3 and what would you like to see them announce at E3. And until next time, y'all have a safe one.